Set. Ready. 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 Hut. Ready, set, go. Okay, break. Ready, ready. Got it. Ready? Down. Set, go. Let's go now. On the set. Hut, hut. Come on, set. Set. Get up. Ready, ready, ready. Let's go. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready up. Hut. Set. Go. Here we go, set. Set up. Ready, ready. On the ready. Set, go. Ready, ready. Hut, hut. Set. Ready. Set up. Ready. 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 Break. Ready. Ready. Down. Hut. Let's go now. Go. Okay, ready? Ready, ready? Come on. Set, go. Set. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. Get up. Let's go. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Tag. Hut. Here we go, shot. Set up, go. Set. Ready.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's riding high after last week, over 250 yards on the ground. It's the Lions and the Cards, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 115 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
7 yards there and a first down. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Hooker to throw it. Finding room at midfield. And some room to maneuver. Powering his way forward. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 53 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Murray now. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Now Murray again. Throw left side complete. That's Young. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hooker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Young. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Hand off down to Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, They are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point.
Alert! Alert! No! No! Hey! Hey! Check that! Check that!
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Hooker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Encroachment defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the 1st time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That good for 22 and a 1st down. he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Now a bootleg with Hooker. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Hooker. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Patterson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of it.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On second down, here's Murray. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Throwing again, Murray. Incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. The Vikings trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here is 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Keeps himself upright. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll go for it. Hooker flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's Hooker to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Powerful running. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Inside give to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great 1st half. but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Now Murray. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Here's 2nd and 10. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, Elliott. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they can't bring him down. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Evades the tackler and now some space. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hooker on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down inside the 30. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First down, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And out of bounds right around the 20. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
13-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Arizona.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Elliott will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here come the Lions now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go to Elliott again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Fighting his way through contact. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Hooker's going to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now Hooker.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Come on.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, they move a step closer to it.